All right, let's get right into it. In the world of AI right now, there's this huge debate raging, and it's all about one thing: memory. I mean, how do you give these super powerful language models access to mountains of information without them, going completely off the rails? Today we're breaking down a new study that puts the two leading strategies head-to-head in what is basically the ultimate AI showdown.
So here's the fundamental problem. We've got these incredible AIs, large language models, or LLMs, that can write, they can code, they can reason, but their knowledge is totally frozen in time. It's locked to whenever they were trained. So when you ask them about something new or give them a new document to read, they can mess up. Sometimes they even generate stuff that's completely made up.
And those mistakes, they've actually got a name: hallucinations. This is when an AI just invents things. And it is, without a doubt, the single biggest challenge holding these models back from being truly reliable. Solving this isn't just some academic puzzle. It's about building real trust in the AI tools that are already changing our world. The stakes are incredibly high.
Okay, so to fight these hallucinations and give our AIs a better memory, two main champions have stepped into the ring. On one side, we have what's called long context. And in the other corner, a technique called Retrieval-Augmented Generation. But pretty much everyone just calls it RAG.
The best way to get your head around these two is to think about an open book exam. The long context approach, that's like giving the AI the entire textbook and saying, hey, the answer's in here somewhere, good luck. It's powerful, for sure, but you can imagine it's a really heavy lift. The RAG approach is totally different. It's like giving the AI a library card and teaching it how to search the catalog to find the exact book and the exact page it needs. So two very different philosophies trying to solve the exact same problem.
So, which one's better? Well, that is where things start to get really messy. Over the past year or so, the tech world has just been flooded with studies, and honestly, the results have been all over the place. It's led to a ton of confusion and some pretty heated debates.
I mean, just look at this. One study comes out and says long context is way better. Then another one says, nope, RAG wins. A third one says RAG only helps the little models, and then a fourth study comes out and says it helps models of all sizes. It perfectly captures the chaos. It's pretty clear that the way these tests were being run just wasn't consistent enough to give us a straight answer.
So to finally settle this debate, the researchers behind the study we're digging into today decided they had to design a better, much more rigorous experiment. They needed to set up a truly fair fight.
And they did three really crucial things. First, they threw out any question the AI could already answer from its built-in knowledge. This forced it to actually read the new material. Second, they didn't just grab any old RAG method, they tested 5 different ones to find the absolute strongest contender out there. And third, they made their test massive. We're talking over 13,000 questions to make sure their results were rock solid.
So after all that meticulous work, after creating this perfectly level playing field, what was the verdict? Who finally came out on top?
Well, by the numbers, long context took the crown. It correctly answered 56.3% of the questions. That's a clear win, but maybe not the landslide some people were expecting.
But this is where it gets really interesting. That overall number, it really doesn't tell the whole story. Because it turns out that where and why each of these methods wins is completely different.
Long context is an absolute beast when it's dealing with dense, narrative information. Just look at the difference for stories and Wikipedia articles. When the information is all self-contained and flows like a story, letting the AI just read the whole thing works way better. It can actually grasp the full context.
But RAG has its own home turf. It actually performs better with more fragmented data, like dialogues, where the info is broken up into little pieces. And check out how close the race is for academic papers and reports. Those documents are naturally broken up into sections, which plays right into RAG's strength of finding and grabbing specific, targeted chunks of info.
And this is really cool. The paper's word analysis just confirms this whole idea perfectly. The questions where long context dominated were full of words tied to stories like song, film, and novel. And on the flip side, RAG's winning questions were packed with more technical, data-driven terms like country, dataset, and model.
So what's RAG's biggest weakness? This quote from the paper just nails it. Its most common mistake isn't getting the answer wrong, it's failing to find the right information in the first place. If the library card points to the wrong shelf, the AI has no chance. It pretty much just gives up.
And all of this brings us to the big final takeaway. It's not that one of these methods is just plain better than the other. It's that we've all been asking the wrong question this whole time.
The real question isn't which is better. It's which one is right for my task.
So are you analyzing a novel or a movie script? Long context is probably going to be your best friend. Are you building a chatbot to search through technical manuals or customer service logs? RAG is almost certainly the way to go. So you see, it was never a showdown with one single winner, but a toolbox with two specialized, very powerful tools. And now you know which one to reach for.